at knowledge only in terms of the political end of knowledge. So he limits the utility of knowledge to only political utility of knowledge. So there's also technical utility to knowledge. So by this, I mean, so the actual stage that provided a lot of success to the ZIM model, which is the first stage, actually used a lot of knowledge from the people that it originally came from the West. So the whole maximization of efficiency, all those models that Ada implemented were actually ideas that we met from the West. So I don't think that it's useful to containerize where knowledge comes from, number one. Number two, I think that knowledge works in both ways. So part of what allowed colonial movements to actually dethrone the colonialists themselves was knowledge that was given to them by the colonizers themselves. So knowledge does not work in one way. It also allows you to write back to that kind of knowledge in a way, or to use knowledge that kind of knowledge, appropriate it in a manner that speaks to your needs, and then you can use development knowledge like that. So if Foucault missed these points, then maybe we need to start to move towards a balanced view of development knowledge. This is important because we're in a society where everything that is considered white is just being disregarded, not on the merits of the knowledge itself, but because people are seemingly wanting to transform, and because they want to transform, they want to move away from everything that is white. I mean, in colonial relations themselves, notwithstanding the unequal nature of the relations, produced ways of knowing that were quite rich than the way that we make them to be. I mean, the contact itself led to knowledge that cannot be just limited to the knowledge of the white man or the knowledge of the black, because the relations themselves produced ways of knowing that cannot be just reduced to one person. You know, that knowledge that can be used cannot be reduced to one race, but knowledge that people can use. So if we label certain knowledge as white and then as Western, we fall into the trap of disempowering the colonized people the chance to use that knowledge or to claim it as their own. So we've stripped them of their agency to actually claim that knowledge as their own, because maybe they would actually have thought that, imagined it themselves. So we containerize knowledge and say this is the kind of knowledge that was produced in this particular case, and it's owned by this person. But as Edward Said tells us, no race or no ethnic group has monopoly over the production of knowledge. So maybe we need